Is it January 3rd and you're looking at your calendar? Oops, you forgot that you set a goal. Oh, you were some excited on December 31st, but now it's the 3rd and you forgot that you were going to start it on the 1st. Does that sound like you? Or does your momentum die out after a week or 2 weeks? Well, if that's you or it sounds like you, welcome to the Bro Show plus Jim. So today it's Michael, John, and Jim. We are the Bros. We're all certified emotion code practitioners. Jim and John are certified body code practitioners. And today we are going to choose two people that have a goal for 2018 that want some emotion code help so they can get it done. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Losier. I am the co-host of the Saturday morning Emotion Code Bro Show. I'm here in beautiful Victoria, BC on the west coast of Canada. And today I've got an easy job because I brought the workhorses in today. My job is to sit back and hold my head up high and have some coffee this morning while I put the boys to work. Well, who are they? Let's introduce them. Let's go to Vancouver first. Good morning, John.
Good morning. Yes, the other bro here on the Bro Show. My name is John Inverarity, and I'm certified in emotion code and certified body code practitioner. I love helping people reduce chronic pain and anxiety and increasing prosperity, abundance, and motivation. And yeah, I'm in Vancouver and help people all over the world. Very exciting, yeah.
Well, that's a good thing about it. You can stay in Vancouver and help everybody. I remember when I was looking for an emotion code, body code practitioner, I went on, because I live on an island just a little bigger than Gilligan's Island, and I thought, there's no way anybody in Vancouver Island is doing this work. So I went online, I typed in Vancouver, I said, I'm prepared to go to Vancouver to get my 5-year limping hip problem fixed. And John says, oh, I can meet you on Skype. I said, WT, friggin', what are you talking about? Meet me on Skype, and fixed it. So that's why it's called distance healing. Whether you're across from us at a coffee shop or whether you're in another country, we can help with the emotion code. We, meaning me, John, and my other guest, Jim Inverarity. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Jim
Tell us about yourself.
Inverarity. Yeah, I live in Vernon in the south central interior of British Columbia. And I'm a certified emotion code and body code practitioner too. And I have my own practice. You can see my logo behind me. It's Good Life Energy Healing. And lately, I've been working with people on getting rid of lifelong addictions, cigarette smoking, moving past relationships, and most recently, somebody with infertility issues. And I helped a young fellow get over ADHD. So it's been a pretty busy month for me during the month of December, but it's all good.
I mean, it's what's so interesting is that there's no way we could build a list of everything that we can help people with. Even our friend, cue the book, even our friend, Dr. Bradley Nelson, in his book, he's got a full page of things that he can help people with. But we are just adding more. I mean, there's no way, again, that he could build the whole list because the whole book would be full of all the stuff. So everything from ADHD to infertility. And, the last time we had you on the show, Jim, you helped a little pug with scratching its belly and bleeding. You helped with that. So it's animals. And, I'm working with some very interesting people this week, and same with John. So, give us a shout out. If you're watching live today, let us know something that you are wondering if the emotion code can help us, because that's our goal today, is to help you do that, help you figure that out. John, why don't you welcome a couple friends, and then I'm going to do a quick little screen share after that. Who is saying what this morning, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you are watching live, please say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. First we have Natasha Paula Samuel says, hello, Michael, John, and Jim. Good to have three bros on the show. Welcome back, Jim. Hashtag emotion code bros.
Thanks, Natasha.
Delilah Cordova. What up, bros?
Nice. Delilah Cordova. Multiple syllable names there. I love that. Michael Johnson saying good morning, and to the bros and Jim.
Good morning.
Good. And Don Boehm, he's a very loyal watcher, probably has watched all 31 episodes. We've helped him a number of times, or a couple of times, so good morning. He's saying good morning to John and Jim and Michael too. Now, this is funny. Janet McNulty was on a class that I did this week. I do a customer appreciation call once a month for my clients. So she was stacking up paper. I don't know if I'm exaggerating. I think 30 years of paper and receipts and magazines and all that stuff. You know what she says today? You should see. Oh, so I worked on her to get rid of all that. Stop hoarding it. Stop collecting all this paper. She's saying, you should see the paper flying today. Hashtag paper flying. So Janet,
Nice.
thanks for that update. Good. Who else, John?
We have Brooke Barlow says morning.
Hey,
Laurel
Brooke.
Collins says good morning. Helena
Hey,
says good
Rajesh
morning,
is
Michael.
giving Jim a Jim sir. So hi, Michael sir, John sir, and Jim sir. So we're
That's
getting
great.
called sirs today. We love
From
that.
Mumbai, India.
Oh,
So
there
John,
you
tell
go.
people who we're looking for today, because you and your dad, you and Jim are going to be working on two people today. As I sit back and drink coffee and read the board, what are you looking for today, and what do they need to do to participate? Can you let us know, please?
Yeah, so we need a goal that you're struggling with or that you want to keep with in the new year. So it could be a health goal, it could be a business goal, maybe relationship, career, and yeah, you've set some goals. You want to continue on with something or start something new, and you're feeling that there's some resistance to that. So we're looking for you, and we need your permission. So in the comments, let us know what your big hang up is, what the resistance is, and we need your permission. So that's it.
Hmm. What your goal is you want to set. Diane Marie Barnella, she is from Nightdale, New NC, North Carolina. Iowa's in the house, lowest award, snowy and cold there. Good stuff. Oh, here she is, Sylvia Bellini. Hello, gentlemen. Looking forward to a great show from dark London. It's tea time here.
Yeah,
Janice,
ate it.
remember Jana with the paper? She said, Michael, you worked too hard on Thursday night getting rid of 40 trapped emotions. Well, there's 60. I could work harder. Joe Lou Spelf is from sunny Phoenix. Good. Who else, John?
Gwen Lorena, hey Dream Team, Emotion Code Bros, love from London, UK. Happy New Year and all the best for 2018. You guys and the audience for when it gets here. You guys are awesome. Thanks for your inspiration in 2017. Here's to more high
Yes.
vibes for all of you, all of us in 2018.
Thank you. You know, if you're just catching the Bro Show live, we've done 30 episodes previous to this. We've helped people with so many things: chronic pain, heartburn, constipation, neck pain, Christmas food, Halloween candy, pets. You can go to hangoutwithmichael.com/bros, and you can see the link below to check out all of our previous episodes. John, we're going to get started. Well, I say we're getting started, but I'm waiting for someone to raise their hand and say, pick me. I have a goal, and I want to have the opportunity of getting free emotion code sessions with these two experts right here today. Let us know. While we're doing that, waiting for you, I'm going to just take a little screen share here. And what I'd like to do is, here is Elaine Goldman. She is inside the emotion code Facebook group that we have. And she said, Michael, thank you. Last week on the Bro Show, you eliminated pain from my neck, arm, and hand. Bye-bye pain and ibuprofen, 800 milligrams. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Crazy. And she wasn't, yeah, and she wasn't even on the show. Like, she didn't even have to get on the show. She was just chatting. So if you want to be like Elaine, let us know today, because I got two experts here that's going to help us. The other thing I want to introduce to you is, I'm going to do a shout out to all my, let's see, la 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 la. Close this one, we have this one. Try this again, screen share. It is on. Okay, try that one more time. Screen share, it is la 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 la. You see how I just sing? I'm just singing here until
What's
I
going
find
on?
one.
Yeah.
Is it on Firefox? No, it's not. Is it on Google Chrome? There we go. Very good. So this is a special shout out to all of our fellow emotion code practitioners. Whether you're studying to be an emotion code practitioner or you are already, I have put together, well, because I'm a trainer. I've been training people my whole career, 25 years. I've been training people how to do in-person seminars and live presentations. If you've been to my seminar, you know I've got the razzle dazzle. And I also got the techniques that help people get it, learn it, and want more. So I put together what's called Sales Presentation Training, Grow Your Emotion Code Practice. And this is a program that is done online, so you can take it over and over and over again. You can start when you want. So maybe you're finding, maybe you're struggling trying to find or finding it difficult to explain the motion code process. I know that you are. Yes. I also know that you've been giving free sessions to your family and friends, and now that it's time to ask them for a pay, it's a no-go. And also, is it time for you to come out of the emotion code closet? Because I know some of you are experiencing, your family and friends think you're a little bit quack. And you know what I say to that? Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. So you need to get outside of your friends and family. You need to be doing in-person free presentations. And at the end of that free presentation, John, say when you know it, what happens?
Fill your calendar.
You can fill your calendar. You can hold your head up high, knowing that you just did an in-person sales presentation on the emotion code with a big chart like this. You brought people to the front of the room. You went with your magnet, and now they're doing calisthenics and they're ready for the Cirque du Soleil tryouts because you got rid of their pain live in front of the room. It teaches you how to do the 7 keys that we're going to do shortly. It's an introductory offer right now with 7 training videos. And plus you get a one-on-one 30-minute mentoring session with me, a 27-page workbook, and lots of downloadables to use, charts and order forms and handouts and stuff that you can be using. And you can see the price there. It's a great price for the value. So you can go to my webpage, which is HangoutWithMichael.com, and at the top you can see emotion code, and you can follow to the bottom of the page where you can find that link. So that's it. Now, John, I am going to go back online. Did you find anybody that?
Yeah, 2.
Oh, you found 2. Okay, why don't you? Who are they and what are they?
Helena Jenikin.
Okay,
So has an awesome goal. Would like to be interviewed on TV as the Stop Smoking Lady.
Okay, so I'm going to ask her to broaden that because here's the thing with TV, it's in and out. But if you can get interviewed on other forms of social media, it has longevity. I know because I've been interviewed on TV before, and once it's there, it's like, you don't get the opportunity. So I hear that's her goal, but we're going to say TV and other media, if she doesn't mind. Okay, and Helena's giving us permission. Her goal is to be interviewed as a Stop Smoking Queen Lady on TV and other social media. And who else, John, did you pick?
Our next volunteer is Joe Liu, Spleeth, 2018 goal, making $100,000 net profit, sale in business.
Okay, 100 grand net sales in business. Okay, so John, out of the 2, which one do you want to take and which one you want to give to your dad? And then we're going to explain how we do this. Like, how can we, at a distance in another city, country, not even connected to you live, how are we going to be able to, so first, what are we going to be doing to help you reach those goals? So John and Jim, we're going to begin the process. Today I've got 2 helpers, 2 professional trained helpers to help describe the 7 keys of the emotion code process. And Jim, we're going to start with you. Before we do that, John, before we do that, what are 2 distinctions that Dr. Bradley Nelson talks about that are important that we need to remember? Go ahead, please.
2 distinctions. One of them is the trapped emotion. So that's a little ball of energy, about the size of your fist, maybe a little bit larger, and it is stuck somewhere in your body. And it's that little ball of energy is an unprocessed negative emotion from a past negative event. And it's lodged in your body, interfering with your goals, interfering with physical tissues, health, wellness, relationships, everything.
And it's trapped and it's doing this, it's pounding to try to get out, and that's what you feel in your neck or your hip. All that pain, you know what? It's a trapped emotion trying to get out. And we are getter-outers. We're going to help you do that. So first, that's a trapped emotion. What's the most important part of this whole process? It's very smart. It's called
the subconscious mind. knows everything or almost everything. It's the most complex object in the known universe. And so we communicate with the subconscious to find what the trapped emotion is that's contributing to your limiting beliefs, those what's blocking you from achieving those goals.
Yeah. And because it knows everything, I'm sorry, it knows what?
Everything.
Everything. It also knows what's stopping and blocking you. Okay, so John, let's do it. Jim, first, we're going to go to you. Jim, here's the key, the first key in the emotion code process. It is the
emotion code chart.
Tell us what we need to know about that, please.
Okay, so there's 60 trapped emotions here in 2 columns, and what we're going to do is use these when we start asking questions. We're going to say, do you have a trapped emotion? And is it on this chart? And in very short and in very few questions, we can isolate which trapped emotion you've trapped, and then we'll go ahead and release it.
That's
so
right.
That's the trapped emotion chart.
Yes, and this chart in the process is the work of our talented friend, Dr. Bradley Nelson. So go ahead, check out the book so you can understand it more. John, in Verarity, now that we know what the chart is, and we want to ask our subconscious mind the question, but we don't want a little whisper that says, yeah, that's. We want to know for sure what is the right one. We're going to get a for sure answer by doing
muscle testing. So there's 2 columns, 6 rows. Is it in column A? We'll muscle test. Little demonstration. Sometimes it looks like this. You see that? There's lots of videos on how to muscle test. Some people do the sway test. We don't. But that's how we do it. We use muscle testing to find the emotion in the chart.
That's right. So it's an agreement that we have with our muscles that say, lock my muscles when it's a yes and let it go when it's a no. So there's different ways to do it, but it's also very accurate way to get the answer. But one of the keys to asking our subconscious mind these questions, John, is we can only ask what kind of questions?
So yes or no. So with muscle testing, yes,
one?
locks
yes.
it.
Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Good. So Jim, here's what we got so far. We've got the emotion code chart. We're using muscle testing. If we do it ourselves, we can just do it. But if we're going to work with other people, then we have to become
proxy.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that we connect with the other person's subconscious, and for the purposes of the emotion code session that you're in, we actually the other person's subconscious takes precedent. Our own subconscious takes a back seat, and we have a connection, a little connection somewhere, anywhere through the atmosphere from you to me. And so then I ask questions of your subconscious, and as John has said, they have to be worded in either a yes or no format. And what I get is a signal back from you through my hands, and that's where the muscle testing happens. So I'm your proxy for the length of the session.
That's right. So while you're my proxy, you are you're talking to my subconscious mind, and then there's also the backseat subconscious mind. That's when we're not conscious of our own conscious mind. We're tapped into yours through the proxy. So we have the chart. We're using muscle testing. We're going to use proxy on your behalf. But before we do anything, it's always helpful, John, for us to know
the severity on a scale of 1 to 10, and 10 being the most severe. So in this case, 10 would be you've tried to reach this goal for years and years and years, and you're just not getting it. There's a ceiling, a cap, you're just not getting it. A 0 is, you've achieved it, you're doing great.
Yeah, I go to bed with a bottle of ibuprofen every night. That could be a 10 on the emotion code chart, right? I woke up with a bag of chips in bed. That could be a 10 for chip addictions, right? Now, so we're ready to go, but before we get started, of course, we need to have somebody's.
We need to have your permission. So in order to act as a proxy, you have to you have to give us permission to be your proxy. And we don't work on people unless they've told us that we have permission. If you hire us, then you've given us permission.
That's right. And today we've said, there's implied permission. Our 2 friends, Helena and Jolo, said, go ahead, you can work on us. So that's implied permission. Or when you hire us and pay us, well, you're giving us permission. So let's just recap. We got the chart. I'm going to be your proxy. I got your permission. I know the severity. I'm muscle testing. And boy, when I find that trapped emotion, my muscles say, that's it right there. You got it. But now that I got it, John, what do I do with it?
Well, we have a magnet. Okay, so we take that magnet, we swipe it over the governing meridian a couple times, 3 times for a standard trapped emotion, 10 times for an inherited trapped emotion, and that basically deletes it. So just gone. Delete,
Yeah.
dissolve. Yeah, amplifies our intention to clear the trapped emotion.
And it could be any magnet. We just like, we like what we like, just different kind of magnets. You can buy these at a little gift shop or something. You don't have to have the XL 1000 BR7 70XZ magnets like John shows off.
Okay,
Good.
not coming out.
Okay, Jim, we're almost ready. We've got
Yeah.
how many? We've done 6 keys so far, but there's one underlying key that's very important. And matter of fact, a lot of practitioners that are training, this is where they fail. They said, I'm not able to do muscle testing. It's not working for me. It's because, say, when you say it,
Hydrated. You have to be hydrated. And it's very important for both the practitioner and the person you're working on, because 90% of your body is water. So how's all this energy going to move around? Got to be
Water.
hydrated. Got to have water.
I'm just drinking it because I'm watching and you mentioned water and now I want to have a drink. But you know what?
Have
The
it.
two bros here today, John and Jim, they're going to be doing sessions today. Helena, John, who are you going to work with, Helena or Joe?
Yeah, I'll work with Helena, absolutely. And
Okay,
Jim,
Joe.
Dad, you can work with Joe Lou.
Joe
Yeah.
Lou. Okay.
So why don't you both get connected, and then when you're connected, John, you let me know, and we'll hear you go through a couple, and then we'll cue over to Jim. Yeah, I'm going to pretend I have a control room. Switch to Jim camera, please.
Camera 1?
Just on camera, please.
Camera 2.
Camera
All right.
2 on Jim.
My
Okay.
name is Joe Lou. Do I have a connection with Joe Lou? Yes. May I act as a proxy for Joe? Yes. Good. Is it in Joe's best interest to have this session conducted? Yeah. So I'm ready to go.
Okay, good. You go ahead, Jim. Thank you. And John, are you connected?
Okay.
I
So
am.
Okay, go ahead, Jim.
you're okay. So Joe, your goal is to make $100,000 in 2018 net profit. That's it. Okay. There might be more to that statement, but that's what I got. So, Joe, is it okay for you to make $100,000 in net profit next year? Yes. Is it safe for you to make $100,000 in net profit in 2018? Yeah. Are you worthy of making $100,000 of net profit next year? Yes. Do you believe you can make $200,000 or $100,000 net profit next year? Yes, you do. Is there anything
Okay.
blocking you?
So
No?
Jim was just testing
That's
now
it.
what your beliefs were about that. Just,
Yes,
do
that's
you
right. We
believe
want to
your
check your
conscious mind
belief
said,
count.
I want it, but the subconscious mind, which is the boss, might say no. So Jim got yeses. You believe it. It's safe for you to. You're worthy of it. Next question, Jim.
Yeah, there's an
Okay, so
update from Joe Lou. She says, so that's just one sale. So it's actually, yeah, one big sale in 2018. So it's not for the whole year.
Okay, so I'll re-ask the questions offline here, and so that we don't get from one
Okay.
sale.
And we'll go over to John. John, what are you getting so far? And then Jim will come back to you in a few minutes.
All right, so Helena. So interviewed on TV and other media. So we want to know, Helena, do you feel you're worthy enough to be interviewed on TV as a stop smoking lady and other media? Are you worthy? Yes. Okay, do you believe you can? No. You don't. Helena doesn't believe she can, or her subconscious doesn't believe she can be interviewed. So trapped emotion interfering with your beliefs. You can be interviewed on TV and other media. Got a yes there. Okay. Trapped emotion, A, B, odd. 3, 5. It's defensiveness. Do we need to know more? No. Can we clear it? Yes. All right. One down. Clear defensiveness.
Okay. Good. Jim, do you have an update for us, what you're working on?
Yeah, I restated the goals of $100,000 net profit from one sale, and I got a yes to all those 4 questions that I asked, so you're good to go that way. And now I've just asked, do you have trapped emotion that's interfering with this goal? And I got yes, and the first one is indecisiveness, so I'm about to clear that.
Okay, good. So just remember, Jim and John are becoming proxies. They are finding out on your behalf, Helena and Joe. They found a trapped emotion. As soon as they find it, they're taking the magnet to dilute it, get rid of it, and moving on to the next one.
Okay, I got all yeses. So Helena's worthy, and she believes she can. Feels safe. Feels safe. No, I got no on safe. So Helena's subconscious doesn't feel safe. Being interviewed on TV and other media. Trapped emotion, preventing you from feeling safe, being safe, seeing yourself as being safe. Yeah. Be even to helplessness. Clear that.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you guys carry on. I'm going to go back to the room and say hello to our friends. Maria Favata is saying good morning from snowy and cold New York. Good morning. Rhonda Knight Boyle is she's saying hello, Papa Bear, Jim in Variety.
Rhonda Knight Boyle.
Rhonda Knight Boyle. Let's see. Tamara Traub is saying hashtag bye bye limiting beliefs. You got it. And Helene is agreeing yes in other media. So Rhonda Boyle is saying she can fill her calendar. Good stuff. And what else here? Colleen Teresa McSpirit, Happy New Year almost to all of you. Well, we're going to make sure of that. Our friend Gwen Lorena from the UK, love from the London, UK, Happy New Year and all best for 2018 to you guys and the audience for when it gets here. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the inspiration in 2017. Here's to more high vibes from all of you and all of us in 2018. Thank you. This is the High Vibe Show. Okay, fun comments out there. Jim, do you want to give us an update?
Yeah, and now I'm asking questions about, is there anything interfering with your goal? Are there any trapped emotions interfering with your goal? The first one was indecisiveness, which is cleared, I'm clearing all of these as I go. The second was a trapped emotion of overwhelm. The third was worthlessness. The fourth was fear. And now I've got another overwhelm that's come up, and I'm just in the process of working on it.
Okay, good stuff. And Mark Henry, if you're listening, nobody's ignoring you. Okay, we're going through the list. So if you can be ignored somewhere else, well, sorry you're feeling that way. Good morning to June Savage. She is saying hello from Nanaimo. Irene Only is saying pick me. Let's see what else. I want to say Aliyah Carpio. I know who she is, but I always get her name mispronounced. She's saying, I think she's from Vancouver. That's where I know her from. She's saying good morning. Laurel Collins from Nelson, BC. Thank you for saying hello and joining us today. Good stuff. Now, all three of us are available to help you. We can get a lot done in a half hour. All three of us offer that size of appointment. So you see our website addresses below, at least the two gentlemen here. John, why don't you give us an update and maybe measure where you were before and where you're at now to show people how it's been reduced. Why don't you try that for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So tested limiting beliefs of being worthy to be interviewed on TV and other media as a stop smoking lady, and I went through them all, cleared it all, then went through them again, and then I got some no's. So now they're all yeses. So she's worthy. She feels worthy. She believes she can, feels safe, and is okay. So now I'm just asking in general, is there trapped emotion interfering with this goal? And I got an 8 out of 10. So then I cleared insecurity, and we're at a 4 now.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah, we started at a 10 originally.
On one hand, we want to have a goal, and on the other hand, we don't believe it because your belief. So the misbelief or the doubt about it is canceling out the desire. So the first thing to do is I gotta change my beliefs about that. Even though your conscious mind says you want it, your unconscious mind is the boss, and it says it can't happen. Hey, we're gonna give a shout out to Polly Darnell. She's watching with Suzanne Darnell. They're from Vancouver, and they have joined us live today. So thank you for joining us live today. Heather Fisher from Eastern Canada. She's had some knee surgery, and her goal is to have her new knees working like a dream. So that's my goal for you too. And Maria Favetta is saying, I have a goal. I'm chronically confused. And I think the trapped emotion session for her would be creative insecurity, right? So that's where I would start if I was going to work with you. And and that would take 2 minutes. So if you're going to hire us, come with the list because we do stuff fast. Okay, who else is saying what? If we've worked on you in the past, give us an update. What have we helped you with in the past? How has the bros helped you with something? I know Rajesh, our friend from Mumbai, we helped him with some goals, so maybe an update with him. Rhonda Knight Boyle, we helped her with bacon about maybe a month ago. She hasn't had any pork at all. She's giving us a hashtag, no more porky piggy.
The piggy is safe.
Okay.
I got a 0 for Helena.
Okay.
So we started at
Just
10.
recap that process for us, what you did with Helena rather.
Yeah, she said it was a 10. The severity was a 10. And the subconscious agreed it was a 10 as well. So I went through the limiting beliefs, being worthy, believing, feeling safe, and feeling okay to be the stop smoking lady. And then I got that down to an 8 after those beliefs were all a yes. So yes, feeling worthy, yes, believe. And then just cleared overall block. So trapped emotion, blocking Helena from being interviewed on TV and other media, just overall. And then cleared at least half a dozen, maybe more. Kind of lost track. But indecisive, jealousy, unsupported, helpless, terror, shock. Yeah, kind of like the standard.
Can you
60.
view the cone, John, please?
Hey, what is the cone?
Tell us what the cone is. Why do we refer to a cone? First, before you do that, I want to do a shout out to Nick Carter. He is saying good morning from snowy New York, which is actually warmer now that it's snowing. I know, go figure that out. It's warmer when it's snowing. So Nick, we're about to explain what the cone is. What's your orange cone? Go ahead, John.
Orange cone. Yeah. So what happens when you see an orange cone on the road or the highway? You start seeing more and more and
Slow
more.
down.
Yeah, you start slowing down, maybe coming to a full stop. So that big 6-lane highway all of a sudden narrows down into 1 lane. And that's happening. That can happen with you and your goals. So the orange cone is like the trapped emotion. It is preventing you from achieving your goals in a timely manner or at all.
Yeah. Yeah, so what's your orange cone? What's stopping you from having a flexible neck or a hip or a leg or arm or getting rid of your seasonal allergies or your heartburn or your headaches or the ringing in the ears or your money goals or your business goals or your relationship goals or your life goals or PTSD or ACDC or whatever you might be having? We can help you with that. We're working with a lot of very interesting things with the emotion code. So again, what is your block? We want to help you with that. In a half-hour session, come prepared, bring a list, and we can help you loosen up or get rid of a lot of these problems and see if you need any more help from us. And Jim Inverarity is still swiping.
Yeah, got a big long list of trapped emotions that I'm releasing here that are related to his goal. I checked for severity at the beginning of the session, and it was an 8 out of 10 in terms of things interfering with his goal, so I'll just keep going here.
Her.
Yeah. Okay, good stuff.
Her goal, Dad. Her goal.
Her. Joe. Okay.
Joe Lou.
Joe Lou. Okay, thank you.
Maria is saying, I had 2 sessions with Michael in areas of stuckness with work and relationships, and I'm feeling less stuck and have some movement. Well, we'd like to hear that.
Yeah.
Suzanne Darnell saying, my most immediate goal is to launching my website ASAP, but I don't seem to be choosing that activity on a day-to-day basis. So I would say that is creative insecurity. Creative insecurity is like writer's blocks or business blocks or creative blocks. That's her cone. Suzanne Darnell has a cone, and her cone is stopping her from choosing an activity. So also procrastination. Hey, John, do you remember the procrastination episode we did?
Ooh-wee, do I? Yeah. That was hot.
That was on fire. We got to do that in the new year.
Yeah,
A lot of people had procrastination issues.
maybe in February.
Okay, we've got 5 more minutes, and Jim is working on our friend Joe. Uh, Polly Darnell has hip pain. Unfortunately, missed the Bros Code last week. Well, Suzanne, you can honor your mother with the treat, and you can hire one of the bros, and we can fix that hip pain. And then she can join Cirque du Soleil again. Dana Smithers is saying, I'd love a session on what's stopping me from creating my 12-week program. I've written an outline, but not moving forward. Well, Dana, I would recommend that you see if you have any, today's very hashtag Creative Insecurity Day. Find out if you have any creative insecurity that's stopping and blocking you from moving forward to that. So inherited creative insecurity, hidden creative insecurity, trapped creative insecurity. My hunch is you do, because I work with people that are always stuck like that, and then other trapped emotions as well. Okay, John, anything else you want to add?
That's a great idea, says Suzanne Darnell. I agree with Suzanne, yeah. Sylvia Bellini, hashtag crisps no more.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Crisps is the American word for potato chips.
Yeah.
And she got rid of those. Our friend Elaine Goldman's with us, and I read her comments earlier, so thanks, Elaine, for your update. I also have an emotion code hangout room. It's on my Facebook page. It's a great place for you to go in and hear. It's all about successes. Everyone's sharing their emotion code results and their successes, and it's very inspiring to hear what people have been getting help with the emotion code. Jim's been posting, I've been posting, John's been posting. So we're going to post the link to that emotion code group inside the chat, and yeah, feel free to request to be added to that. We'd love to have you join us, and you can you can hear all the successes that we're having.
I posted the link, and
Okay.
I think you did as well. But
Okay, yes, I saw
it's in
that.
there.
Yeah, I'm just scanning through all the comments, so if I've missed anybody. Yeah, Rajesh is saying, fantastic session with Michael Sir on the emotion code a couple of weeks back. He was one of our guests on the show.
Yeah.
Negative emotions have not surfaced. And then he says, so far. So you know what? The so far means you don't believe that they're going to come back. They're not going to come back. So negative emotions have not surfaced, period. Hashtag get rid of so far.
Go edit that comment.
Okay, Nick Carter, who's joined us, said, my goal is to take my career in voice acting to the next level and to manifest my soulmate for my highest good. I do believe they are both possible to-dos. Your conscious mind believes those, but your subconscious mind might have cue the cone. Your subconscious mind may have an orange cone that thinks something differently. And it could be a belief that you formed between the ages of 1 and 6 that you've been carrying your whole life around that. So again, that's something we can help you with. First, find out what are your beliefs about that? Is it safe for you to have that career? Is it possible? Do you believe it? Are you worthy of it? And then we would find out what are the trapped emotions that are stopping and blocking you from having that manifest. So Nick Carter, do yourself a favor and let us help you and book a session with us. Bring a list. Okay, Lala. Now, have either one of you guys worked with anybody with MS, any of those symptoms? Mark Henry is asking that question. I haven't,
Yeah.
so I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah, a few people. Yeah, had success with some people, and others not so much. But yeah, definitely reduced multiple symptoms of MS with someone in a few sessions. I think it took 3 or 4 sessions to see something significant. But yeah.
Yeah. Definitely try it. You know, I've been working with my mom who had a stroke a couple of years ago, and all of her voice was messed up, her speech, and she wasn't making a lot of sense. So I'd done a motion code session with her probably 10 days in a row. And I didn't tell my sisters who visit her because she lives in Eastern Canada. And I said to Denise the other day, I said, I noticed in Mom's speech is different. She said, well, how do you know? I said, well, I just have a hunch. She said, I commented to her because my mother would never phone my sisters because they couldn't understand her. And my sister called her, and Diane said something like, "I haven't any pain in your knee." She said, "No, my knee's okay." And it wasn't until she actually said that, Diane said, that was like the first full sentence that she ever said. And then I told my sister, I said, well, I've been working on Mom with that on
Wow.
speech. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Nick Carter saying, bring on the cone. And I remember one time my friend Heather, who's watching, her dad had a stroke as well. And he was walking back and forth, kind of curious what I was doing. And I was noticing his hand was shaking, like a little twitch. And he was twitching his hand. And I said, bring your dad in. I did a session with her dad on a shaking hand. And I stopped his hand from shaking live.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he just left the screen. It's like, W,
Amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Blows my mind every day still. Just the possibilities with this work. It's miraculous, simply put.
I also had great success. I worked in Victoria with a corrections officer that had an experience in the jail system, and had experience in the jail system, and didn't want to go back to work, and he had PTSD, and I helped him with that. So that was very exciting for me to be able to help him with that. Well, I'm waiting for another update from him on that.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm sure it's fairly traumatic in a correction facility, and a lot of emotions in there, and taking on emotions from the inmates as well. I bet you'd see a lot of success with inmates. Get the corrections officer to, help some people that are locked up, change their life,
Tamara, our friend Tamara, she's saying, have you worked with anybody with severe arthritis? I have, and we don't call it arthritis, right? John, tell people why we do that, and then we're going to wrap up in 2 more minutes. We're going to hear from Jim in a second. Tell people why we don't want to know what it's called.
Oh, well, sometimes the subconscious doesn't recognize the label, like with arthritis or even something like cancer. So you address the symptoms or the symptoms. So with arthritis, it could be like pain. So pain in the wrists or like swollen hands, something like that. So getting into specifics like that is a great way to go.
Yeah. I remember one time remember before I met you, my hip was, and I went to a doctor, a local physio type doctor, and he told me 2 things. He said, you're fat and you're old and you have arthritis. That's what he told me. And now I want to hook up a big trapeze, Cirque du Soleil swing outside of his office and do a spin in front of his office. Say, spin this. And that's what he called it. Didn't even touch my leg or my hip, and he called it that. Jim, give us an update, please. What did you find, and what's your status?
Okay, so we started out with this, the goal of making $100,000 net profit from one sale, and the interference, whatever it was that was interfering with your goals, was at an 8 out of 10. And I just released 24 trapped emotions related to that goal. So, and now it's down, according to muscle testing, the severity is down to 0 out of 10. And, but you're going to feel a bit taxed because releasing 24 emotions in one session is a lot if you have no experience with this sort of thing. Yeah. So it's going to take you 5 days to process what we've just released. So just bear in mind that you might feel kind of tired over the next 2 or 3 days. You might find yourself having vivid dreams. You might sleep like a rock. You might feel like you're tired. Stay hydrated, and you'll be good to go. And
you might want to take a nap today, which is okay.
And you might want to take a nap today. And if you feel irritable, the people around you are irritating, it's not them, it's you, because of all of this energy we've moved around. So be careful what you say to people.
That's right. You're picking me off. You know what I tell
Joe
you might feel irritated or ticked off. It passes, so just know that's what it is.
That's right. It'll go away, and you'll feel a lot better. So
yes, it does. It passes quickly. Your friend June Savage is saying, I've had 7 sessions with James and had tremendous success on many fronts. It's thrilling to move forward so fast. So
yeah, thanks, June.
Nick Carter hit his cone. He has a cone. He said, my cone has been hydrant sized.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That is a big cone.
Yeah, so Joe, if Jo Lou lets us know how she's doing over next week, by the time next week's show's on, that'll be great.
Yeah, so Good stuff. Okay, we're ready to wrap up. I just got another question here. I'm scanning up and down. If you know, not see me looking. Mark is asking about depression. Well, depression is definitely trapped emotion related, and it's usually some of the B2 stuff, which is one of the hot boxes for people that are feeling depression and sad and lonely and so on. So I would consider a 30-minute session so we can tap into that, find out what is causing your daily depression. And we'd like to know what the symptom is. Why are you calling it that? What are you feeling? We can help you out with that. John and Jim, thanks for hanging out with me today. We're going to ask both of you after the show if you can go out and make a comment out there so people can get a hold of you. John's at aliveandpure.com. Jim is a Good Life Energy Healer. You can see their names below on their screen. And they both offer sessions. They have an online calendar like I do. It's very easy. You go online. You don't have to call back and forth, back and forth. You look at the calendar, say, I want that session, boom. And I know John's going away for a while, for a week or something. And but Jim and I are home next week, so
Yeah.
do yourself a favor. Let the cone removers remove your cone.
Yeah.
Jim and John, I'm going to ask you each to summarize something for our friends at home today, a point that you want them to hear from or something that you'd like to tell them. Go ahead, John, please.
Yeah. Thanks, Helena and Joe Lou, for volunteering and watching us. Thanks to all our loyal watchers. It's been a great year for me and on the Bro Show here as well. So this is a perfect way to wrap up the year with you, Michael, and my dad, Jim, on the Bro Show.
Yeah.
So yeah, blessings and gratitude from me. Yeah, and I'm away next week. I'm taking a vacation, going somewhere warm. We're going to Mexico, so I'm going to enjoy that. Little R&R, get recharged. To
I'll have to update the mug. I'll have to put some black tape over your name next week, John.
Hey, I'm coming back. I'll be back on the 13th.
Oh, good. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Jim. What is your closing remarks? And tell people it's just you and I next week. We got a special show coming up. So after your comment, let people know what next week's topic is, please.
Sure. I've had a great year too. My wife and I hiked the Camino de Santiago in Spain for a whole month. Talk about abundance. What a great experience that was. We just had a blast, the two of us. So we've had a really great year, and with the emotion code and body code, I've had an uptick in clients. Of course, I have to be kind of careful because I've got so much on the go, what with hiking and all these other things. But it's been a very abundant year for me, particularly in the last month. And John and his family were over for Christmas dinner. So what a great way to end the year.
It was.
So I love the emotion code and the body code. They made a huge difference in my life and in the life of the members of my people that I've worked with. So next week, we're going to talk about the resistance to daily exercise. So if you're one of those people that's wants a healthy lifestyle, but that's your cone, just can't get out to the gym or whatever daily exercise you do at home, those are what we're going to be working on, Michael and I.
Is there an orange cone at your gym door?
That's right.
Stopping you from going to the gym? It's not in front of the door. It's in your head, and we're going to help you with that next week. So my hunch is we'll have a lot of volunteers next week. So join us next week, same time, on this Facebook page live. And be sure to leave your comments today. What was something that you liked about today's show? What was something favorite? What did you learn? And give us a shout out. John and Jim, let's say goodbye to our friends at home.
Bye.
Goodbye.